East Lake Tehopekaliga. East Lake Tehopekaliga. Tehopekaliga, Tehopekaliga, Tehopekaliga. Try saying that 12 times real fast with gum in your mouth. Welcome everyone. Jim Williams here, coming to you from the beautiful paradise of Central Florida. JWW on the Move. It's Wednesday, January the 21st, 2026. And I'm here at the lakefront of East Tehopekaliga in St. Cloud. And I want to talk to you for just a few minutes. Obviously, we're still dealing with the aftermath of Adam's passing. And I want to start off by thanking you for all of the messages, the Facebook messages on YouTube, all of the things that you've written, your condolences, your sympathy, all the amazing things that you've said about the effect that Adam had on your life. Heartwarming, very encouraging, very supportive. So many of you have mentioned that you have been praying for myself, for June, for Faith, for Ryan, and we're so grateful for those prayers. And the Lord is answering those prayers in some specific ways. So thank you so much for that. There is no way, we have been totally overwhelmed with your generosity and your love and your comfort and all the messages that you've sent. There's no way that we could ever individually communicate our gratitude for all of that outpouring of love. Thank you. Thank you doesn't really even sound like it's enough, but thank you is really all I can say. Very grateful. And that's from me and from Faith and from June and Ryan. So thank you so much. So let's talk for just a moment about Adam's death. His passing, I think, I don't know about you, but I think that his passing has caused all of us to think more about our own mortality. It's not often that we take time to give serious thought to that until, of course, someone dies, especially someone that we love so much, cherish so much, and admire so much. So I've been thinking about what I would say in regard to that. The first thing I would say is life is uncertain. We all know our date of birth, but no one knows their date of death. It is estimated that worldwide, 150,000 people will die today. 150,000 people woke up this morning, put on their clothes, brushed their teeth, combed their hair, went to their job, or wherever they went, not realizing that this was the last day of their life. And it also makes us realize how short life actually is. Adam was only 51 years old. There have obviously been others who died much younger. You probably know many people who have died younger. The Bible says that life is like a vapor. It appears for a little while and then it vanishes away. And we have the habit as humans of making our own plans and going our own way and doing our own thing. And that same Bible verse in chapter 4 of James says, You say that today and tomorrow we will go to this city and that city and we'll do this and that and we'll make money. When in reality, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You have no clue. You can make plans. We all make plans. But you don't know. And so that passage goes on to say, what we should say is, if the Lord wills, we will live and do this or that. The psalmist wrote, my times are in your hands, speaking of the Lord. So that's what Adam's death should really bring to our attention, that life is very short. You don't know when is going to be your last day. He said that on more than one occasion. You just don't know. What legacy are you going to leave when you're not here anymore after you've gone? And I believe in this moment, if Adam could be here today and speak directly to you one last time, I personally believe he would say, don't miss heaven. Whatever you have to do, whatever you have to change in your life, don't miss heaven. I believe he would urge you, don't go to that place of torment the Bible calls hell. I just believe he would say that. Because he knows now. He knows now what we have yet to experience. So his death weighs heavy on us. So many of you have asked how we're doing. We're doing well. We're doing as well as can be expected. Each one of us is struggling with this in their own way. All of us cry still every day to one degree or another. But June and Faith and Ryan and myself are embracing it for what it is, and we know that one day we're going to laugh again. We know that the tears we're shedding now when we're watching videos, Adam's videos, tribute videos, comments that people are making, all of these things that people are doing for Adam in his memory. And I'm so grateful for that. But right now it's causing us to cry a lot. Well, you can only imagine it's causing you to cry a lot. And my heart goes out to you for your pain. But one day we're going to laugh. One day we're going to start watching those videos. And even though there may be some tears, they're going to be tears of joyful memory of what the Lord allowed us to have for 51 years. And we are grateful to him for that. We loved our son. Our son loved us. And we are grateful that the Lord blessed him as he did. Adam received so much goodness from the hand of the Lord in his life. And we are thrilled that he did. Now, Adam is the reason I have a YouTube page. Back in 2011, prior to 2011, I started my channel in January of 2011. And prior to that, Adam would periodically say, Dad, you need to start a YouTube channel. Look at what you could do. You travel all over the country. See, back then I was driving a truck, an 18-wheeler all over the country, been in all 48 states, seen a lot of things. But anyway, he said, Dad, you need to start a channel. You could do good. I said, son, I don't have a clue what I do. And I didn't have a clue. I had no idea. So he said, Dad, just do something you enjoy. Do something you enjoy. Well, I said, well, I got to thinking about it, and I thought, well, I like to laugh. I enjoy humor. So I made up this stupid idea, and it was pretty stupid, where I would take photographs of items And then I would snip out part of that photograph, and I would ask people to tell me what the photograph is. What is it a piece of? What's the whole picture? You can imagine how excited people got about that. But that's what I did in the beginning. And then I gradually started actually videotaping things that were going on in my day, and places I went, and stuff I was experiencing, things about the truck, places all these things. And I did that until I stopped driving a truck. I came home and got a regular job, and then just slowly and slowly and slowly. But you know how it is. You do less and less and less and less, and after a while, boom, it's 5, 6, 7 years before you even did anything. I told you that backstory to simply say that what I have learned about my son and the influence that he has had on so many people's lives, what he has done, his attitude that drove him to accomplish what he accomplished, has become an inspiration and a motivation to me to revive my channel, which obviously you see that I have. And so what I plan to do going forward is to be much more intentional about what I do. Now, I'm not Adam. So look at here. Hey, I'm not Adam. There is no way that a 76-year-old man can have the energy of a 50-year-old. Go the places, do the things that he did with the energy that he did them. But I want to use his example as best I can to do what he said to do. Go see the wonder and the majesty and the magic of life, and just put goodness out there and see what happens. So there's my new motto, I guess. Just put it out there and see what happens. So that's what I'm going to start doing. We'll get past the sadness and the grief and the periodic crying, and we'll get past all of that stuff. And one day, we're going to see what God will do with these small efforts. So what I want my channel to become now is an opportunity for me to go, see, learn, teach. I want to observe the things that people usually overlook, ignore. I want to, whoa, that was a fast scooter. Did you see him coming from behind me? Zoom! Just like that. See, stuff like that, I should have got that on video. Did I? Well, a smidgen, just a little smidgen there. But that's what I want to do. I want to show people what I see of life. It could mean something, it may not mean anything. But my desire is to fill your cup with goodness. And if you will accept that from a 76-year-old man, for ever how many years the Lord gives me, I'll be grateful and thankful for that. And I would encourage you, in the words of Adam, you go do the same thing. You fill people's lives with goodness. Share that goodness with others. Thank you again for loving our beloved son. Thank you for loving me, and for June, and for Faith and Ryan. Thank you so much for all the love you poured out. We are so grateful. Well, that about does it for this rambling today. I ramble like an old man. Go figure. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video, if the Lord wills. Goodbye. Tahopa Kaliga, Tahopa Kaliga, Tahopa Kaliga.
Wow.
Great.